Hi tappers! Today I want to talk with you about not talking. What if you want to be rid of something, but it's so horrifying, so shameful, so despicable you will not talk about it? Can tapping still help? Yes! Let's discuss why. All of the collaboration that makes tapping successful happens inside the person getting the session. The practitioner is a guide, a support, a teacher, but ultimately not what makes or breaks the success of what's happening. The practitioner, no matter how skilled, cannot force a person to heal. So, while they are a huge support, the shifts do not come from them, they come from you, the person asking to be healed. You had an experience. It haunts you every day of your life, but it's too overwhelming to face, so you push it away, only to constantly live in the reactions of having its shadow hanging over you, breathing down your neck, constantly threatening to come into focus, into your consciousness clearly. Yes, I know what that feels like. But you can't bring yourself to talk about it. It's too painful. It's too horrible to recount out loud. You don't want to mar anyone else's mind with the details. You might be worried about judgment of how you responded in this situation. But the important thing is, you are obviously very aware of what's on fire. It's a common misconception that in EFT, you have to talk through everything to get it healed. And that is incorrect. What is correct is that it needs to be brought up cognitively so that it can be challenged and released. But if you know what that is, a skilled practitioner has tools to know how to work with that. Even in my first training, I had the experience to work with someone who didn't want to give me details on the trauma that they had zeroed in on the exercise we were doing. A practitioner can work with having an age range of phrase you choose that you know signifies what you are addressing, which can be as vague as this event, or a few words that you feel about it, not even necessarily about the event itself. This is enough because what you need is the awareness, which you obviously have in spades, and the guidance on how to challenge it so that the brain releases the trauma response for it, which doesn't include needing the particulars of the experience. And there are techniques to create safety and give you empowerment so that the addressing it isn't overwhelming and traumatizing in itself. I know how past life events can feel absolutely crippling, and I also know how they can be reduced to a memory, and only a memory. I am endlessly grateful for those who are skilled and trained in such a way because it helped me get my life back. That's why I got certified. That's why I love getting to talk with you, and it's okay if you don't want to talk back. This, in itself, is a beautiful language and says a lot on its own. I'll see you again soon.